8th standard students, welcome back in our science class. Let's continue with chapter 4, materials, metals and non-metals. In this chapter we already understood about the main topics are covered, definitions related to this chapter, types of substances, physical properties of metal and non-metals, chemical properties of metal. Yesterday's class you all understood about these all. Now let's try to understand about the chemical properties of non-metals. For this I am just giving one introduction about the substances. There are around 118 substances, means elements onto the earth. Out of there 118 out of 95, around 95, not exact, 95 are the metals. And 23 rest of are 23 and 22, these are the non-metals and the metalloids. You know, according to the numbers, there are metals are increased, metals are more than non-metals. But when we discuss about the according to the quantity, means size, then according to this quantity there are more, this non-metals are more than to the metals. Means metals are 95, around the 95 onto the earth, and non-metals are the rest of 23, means 22, 23 are the non-metals and metalloids. According to the numbers, non-metals are lesser comparable to the metals. But when we compare it according to the size, according to the quantity, then it means the non-metals are more than to the metals. Okay, let's now discuss about what is the chemical properties of non-metal. For this I am taking any non-metals you can take, but solid form, it is a best, solid form is giving the best experiment. So I am taking sulfur. You can take carbon also. Non-metals are carbon, helium, neon, argon, xenon, krypton and so on. Any non-metals you can take. I have taken one solid form of non-metal, sulfur. When the sulfur react with oxygen, make a sulfur dioxide. When it react with oxygen, make a sulfur dioxide. Dear, here to be very alert, very aware we all, because sulfur, when the sulfur react with oxygen, make a poisonous gas, sulfur dioxide. It is very, you all are familiar this word, sulfur dioxide is very poisonous gas. So you no need to do this at your home, this experiment. And some introduction about the sulfur. Sulfur atomic number according to the something 118 elements, from some 118 elements there are 16 atomic number of the sulfur. 16 is the atomic number of sulfur, and its color is yellow, bright yellow, and it means off-white, we can say off-white color. And now come to the experiment. Then sulfur dioxide, make a sulfur dioxide when it react with this. For this reaction, it do not react on to the room temperature. It means sulfur do not accept atmospheric air, oxygen. It need to the extra temperature, more temperature. It means flame need to the flame, means fuel required to the getting the oxygen. For that, we will take a glass jar. In this glass jar, we will take with help of the spoon, anything, sulfur. Sulfur is occur into the any form, solid, liquid and gaseous form, but we will take here the solid form, powdery form of the solid form of the sulfur, means powdery form of the sulfur. When it getting the temperature with help of the Bunsen burner. Bunsen burner is a name which generally using into the laboratories for giving the fuel to the substances, any elements. So after getting this heat, it melt and make a molten sulfur. Molten sulfur means liquid sulfur. When it getting the heat from outer side, then it make this solid form, make a liquid molten sulfur. This molten sulfur we will put into the another jar, and this another jar, this sulfur is here, and we will close to the lids. When the lids is open, then this gas will be released out and make us so poisonous our environment. So we will close to the lid and we will shake this one. After some times, this jar is filled with, we will release the spoon, and after some time this jar will full of the sulfur dioxide gas. Sulfur dioxide gas. When for sulfur dioxide gas, now how can we check the sulfur dioxide gas? What is the nature of the sulfur dioxide gas? As we understood in our previous class, there is a basic form, basic nature of metals. But what is the nature of the non-metallic substances? We will check this one as a experiment. Now in this sulfur, after getting the cool, we will put some water here and make a solution. This solution means, as an equation I am showing you here. When this sulfur dioxide gas react with water, then it make a sulfurous acid, means H2SO3. This formula I discussed yesterday also. You will understand in your 9th class, because this time I didn't taught you about the how can you balance the equation. You will learn, you will understood all the elements, then after you will learn in the 9th class this. For here you understood this is the formula of sulfur dioxide, and this is the formula of, you generally familiar this words, water. And then for water is required only make to the solution of this sulfur dioxide gas. This is its gaseous nature, and when we will check this, what is the nature of this gaseous form, then during the checking time, this all will release into the atmosphere, and we unable to check what is the nature of this non-metals. For the when it mix with the water, then make a solution, and it do not volatile. After that, it will not release into the atmosphere. It mix into the water. Make a sulfurous acid. Okay. Then when sulfurous acid we will put, now here is the form of sulfurous acid. Then we will put a litmus paper, because yesterday I explained about the litmus paper. Litmus paper is only very easily formed to check what is the nature of the object's acidic nature or basic nature. Then we will put a red litmus paper and blue litmus paper. We will say here, we will see that litmus paper, when this blue litmus paper convert into the red, but onto the red litmus paper there is no effect, because it is already red. So this sulfurous acid means this is acidic in nature. It is a nature of the litmus paper. When it convert blue into red, it means that liquid is acidic in nature. When the litmus paper convert no conversion in the red litmus paper, it means that is the acidic in nature. And so on. Yesterday we are discussed about the red litmus paper convert into the blue, that it was the basic in nature. But right now it is blue litmus paper convert into the red, so it is a acidic in nature. Okay, now you understood what is the chemical properties of non-metals. I hope you all understand. Hello guys, you must be understood about the metal react with oxygen with basic in nature, and non-metal react with oxygen with acidic in nature. Now in this time you will understand by me metal react with water also. Metal react with water, but non-metal do not react with water. For this metal, when the metal react with water, it makes oxides, hydroxides, oxides or hydroxide. If it is making oxides, then it do not make a hydroxides. After that, it releasing the hydrogen gas and then heat also. Lots of heat, strongly heat releasing from the, not to all metal which react with water onto a room temperature, and it release a strongly heat. It releasing. Then you will see here, when the sodium react with water without any types of supporting heat, there I have not written any Bunsen burner and anything extra heats are there. On the room temperature, it is reacting with water. Sodium react with water and release of sodium hydroxide, then after hydrogen gas and releasing the heat also. There you know, there is lots of use hydrogen gas in our nature, in our daily life, in environments. Main use of the hydrogen gas is using in the fertilizers. It is used in the industries for refining the petroleum, metals, and it is used in the rocket fuels also. Rockets are using this type hydrogen gas fuels. Then here I have taken one another metals, iron. This iron here, when the iron is react with water, nature of the iron, it do not react with water only. It will react the moist air also. Moist air means air which contains the water is known as the moist air. And when you leave the iron, means iron metal, into the atmospheric air, nowadays rainy season is going on, so in this time iron metal react with atmospheric air and absorb that water and react with that, and that type of reaction is known as the rusting of iron. Rusting of iron means a brown color layer deposit onto the iron metal, that is known as the rusting of iron. See here, 3Fe. Why I have written there 3Fe? Fe means the symbol of the iron. Iron's symbol of the iron. So I have written 3, 4, H2O. It is a quantity of this molecule. When I will write here only single Fe, it will not balance to the equation. Means it will, when we will write the ferrous oxide and hydrogen gas, it will not make the balance of the equation. For the balancing of the equation, we must have to write here quantity of the molecules also. So balancing equation, balance of the equation you will learn in your next class, because till that you will understand what is the metal and non-metal. They are releasing the hydrogen gas, and you understood here usage of the hydrogen gas also. So we can use sodium and different types of the metals to producing the hydrogen gas. Metals just like copper, platinum, gold, silver, these all are do not react with water. So it is using in the special types of utensils, special types of jewelry. So gold is using in the jewelry, silver is using in the jewelry, and copper is using in the electric wires, because it do not react with water. Non-metals do not react with water. No any single non-metal react with water. Okay guys, I hope you understood metals react with water and non-metals do not react with water. After that, in another class, we will understand displacement reaction, metal and non-metal react with acid. Okay.